The roads are quite busy, busier than I expected. And we're driving on the southern route between Lviv to come round the southern end of Kyiv, the capital city. And it seems like there are plenty of traffic, and most people are allowed to buy up to 20 litres of fuel at the petrol stations. They seem to be manned and there seems to be enough fuel. The army and the volunteers and the emergency services, of course, can fill their tanks in their vehicles. There are checkpoints. They are heavily manned by police and soldiers on either side of the bigger towns, the larger towns especially. And there can be congestion in between these checkpoints, but on the whole, the traffic is moving quite freely. And it seems in between these towns and cities, away from the fighting, that the war is not having a major impact in terms of the freedom of movement of goods and people. We've been driving now for a good 5 hours, and we've gone through lots of towns and villages, and in a way it's unexpected to see shops are open, people are buying not just food but other shops are open as well. I've seen people walking a dog, sitting in the park, and it's as if normal life continues. But of course these areas are far away from Kyiv, Mariupol and the Donbass region, where there's been lots of fighting and where towns and cities have been shelled and are deeply affected. It's also interesting to notice Ukrainians, how they deal with each other. So in shops and in the petrol stations where we've been, there seems to be, the people are quite stoic, but also showing a little bit of humor and just getting on with things, despite the awful trauma that's happening in Ukraine at the moment.